Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Right now I'm going to try to save this little bug. I'm going to go stick him outside real quick. Sorry guys. Oops. He tried to fly away. Don't fly that way. Okay. Sorry about that. So I am working. I forgot even to see what July. This is the last Saturday in July. Let me look that up real quick here. This is July 28th Saturday video. Let me write the 28th down so when I go to load this up to YouTube. Okay, July 28th Saturday video. Finishing out my Christmas in July, I have been using Perched in a Tree and the Aspen tree dies this whole entire month. I've had a blast working with it and doing the Saturday videos with one particular stamp set, bundle, suite, however you want to put it, really has been beneficial to me because I feel like I'm getting more out of the stamp sets that I purchase. And I purchase, you know, for me, what I like, but I love doing these YouTube videos and I don't want to go too much into it, but I want to tell you guys, thank you. You have made this like spectacular. So you guys ready to see the card? I absolutely loved it. And I have a little bit of a different one to show you in case you don't have these things. So this is my sample. Yes, it's my little square box card that I have been doing. And I have done, shaker card with this, a window card where you can see through it. It folds nice and flat. Oh, we're going to see about my bird. My bird I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I bought waiting for my blends to come in with the new colors. We are going to use the new colors. I will tell you, this is Smoky Slate. This one's Balmy Blue, and this is a cream colored, that because this is my sample. But let me show you what you can do and what I used for an alternative. Do you guys remember this stamp and this punch? Tells you how long I've been doing this stuff, right? I was actually still a demonstrator when I had this set. This is way back when, but I got this out because I wanted to show you that if you don't have the Perched in a Tree, maybe you have something similar to this. And then I wanted to show you, because Perched in a Tree, I had all these little dots. I brought out the itty bitty backgrounds. I will never get rid of this set, y'all. I love this set. You could use this one. I just chose to do this. This was a really quick one. For the trees, am I in? Nope, I'm not. Okay, I just changed my camera position. I lowered it, trying to get you guys a better close-up view of what I'm doing, so please bear with me. So this one was the Welcoming Woods right here. If you don't have the Aspen tree dies, something like this would do. And then for the holiday greetings, that is from Sincere Salutations. Really old ones, but they did a great job. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a variation. I used some old embossing folders. Yes, I know they're not Stampin' Ups, but this one is a snowflake. This one had a script on it, where this one is the Melody and the Wintry 3D folder. So we're going to get started with this one, but I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse of what you may be able to do with what you have in your stash. So I hope that might help some of you. If not, I apologize. I don't mean to confuse. I just would like, you know, if you like the design of this card and you're like, oh, I don't have it, I wanted to show you what you might have that could work. So I'm going to show you all of the pieces of cardstock you're going to need. First, we're going to start with our card base. We are using the new ink colors, and I know you can't see it all, but it's a long, skinny one. It is 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to score this together, so I'm going to set that aside. Then next, you need to cut 2 in, that was Pebbled Path. You need to cut 2 pieces that are 2 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I ran both of these through. Let me grab it here. Nope, here it is. The Melody embossing folder, okay? So that's what those two are ran through. Let me set that up there and put this back on my little, where's my clip? We'll get to decorating that in a moment. I love my little clips. So, Pebbled Path with the Melody embossing foam. Cut 2 of the boho blue. Told you we're using the new in colors. So these were the tailor-made tag dies. These were the largest tag dies, and I ran them through with the old wintry 3D embossing folder, one of each, one with the branches and one with the snowflakes. Okay, so you got to see that. And give me a clip here. Next we have our Very Vanilla. So we have quite a few things in Very Vanilla. I'm going to show you how I blended my two branches. I used the Aspen tree dies I stamped in Early Espresso, used a blending pen, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you. I have 2 birds because we might need both because I probably will make a mistake. Memento ink, stamped on Very Vanilla, and we're going to decorate those. Then I have 2 more of the tailor-made tag dies. These are the second largest ones because they're going to lay up on the balmy blue. So these, and these all get to go over here. And then next, not last, but next, we have 2 more pieces of Very Vanilla, all right? And these are 2 3/8 by 4 1/8. We're going to do stamping on that. And then I brought in Wild Wheat, and this is, I have 2 of these that I cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and I ran one on one end and one on the other, and we're going to cut those and put those on our cards. So, are we ready to start? Are we ready to rumble here? Yeah, I think we are. So we are going to start with scoring our card base. And I have another poor June bug that is trapped in my stamp room. He is just going to have to stay there. But he's driving me bonkers up there. So let me move this down some. So for this card, it is so easy, y'all. You just don't know. You start scoring at 2 1/2. Then you go to 5. Poor little June bug, or stink bug, whatever you are. Call it a June bug. I'm not sure what it is. Then I'm going to try to bring this in. You're going to go to 7 1/2. And then we're going to go to 10 1/2. No, we're going to go to 10. Sorry. 10. I made that mistake on the last one I cut. Scored. Because you don't got to do any more cutting. Just that 4 1/4. So you're going to see. We're going to have 4 panels that are 2 1/2 inches wide. And we're going to have a 1 inch panel here to fold our card over. And we're going to do that right now. And I know that you guys can't see me, but I like to fold away from me. And I'm just going to fold, increase, fold. I'm not sure this camera angle is going to work out. If you guys have any info for me, comments, let me know what your feelings are about this closer view. I just have to make sure I keep, you know, it up above that line there. So I'm not using score tape or anything else. You could, but I'm not. I'm going to just use some good old wet glue here. And then I have some, ooh, I got a goober in there. Big goober. Okay. I am going to put this like so. I'm going to fold it flat. So I want to make sure it still lines up when I do that. So fold it that way, fold it this way. And then I've got these big old clamps from the dollar store, or $1.25 store. It's still moving a bit. So I'm going to clamp that on that end. and clamp that on that end. And I'm going to set that aside while we work on the rest of our projects. Now, I told you that we're using Early Espresso ink. Let me grab my little slip here. I'm going to show you how I stamped and blended this beautiful branch. I absolutely love this. So, Early Espresso ink. You can see right here was my other branch. I'm going to save this one. I will die cut it, just not right this minute. I just wanted to show you. So I am going to take this now and rub it all over. I had some red on this. I just blended in, brought that ink in to color my branch, and I absolutely love the result. So I'm going to wipe that off. This is my 20-year-old blending pen, guys. I'm no lying. And I have 3 of these, okay? Let me show you. If you guys think I'm not, I'm telling you guys the truth. Watch this. Okay? 1, 2. This one, I think there's one in there, one tip that's been used out of that one. This one, this tip hasn't been used. And this one, all of those tips have been used. But this good old faithful one is still kicking, and I'm not going to change anything at the moment. So there is my branch, and I have 2 of those done. So next we're going to get some of our stamping done, some of the fun part. And I'm just going to use this bit of scratch paper that I have been using, and I've got notes on it that have now receded. And I use that Delicata silver ink for quite a bit of things in this series. So I didn't re-ink it. I do want this. I'm going to be dragging this pad across some paper here in a minute. So I'm going to start with this, and I'm going to stamp, stamp, and stamp. Didn't like that I got those lines in there, but I think we can cover that up. So I'm going to stamp. Let me stamp a bit there. So like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is going to get like right here, here, and then there. So there's that. And I think that one now is done. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. We're going to go ahead and bring out our gift tags that we are going to stamp with that also. So 1, I'm going to turn it this way. 2, and I'm going to turn it and hopefully just be able to catch this end. There's 3, yes. Don't want to waste all that glorious ink. So 1, do this one a little bit different. 2, and then a little bit up there. Now we get to see what the boho blue looks like, guys. I'm so excited. Haven't used this yet. I just took the cling wrap off of it. Glorious new pad. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, beautiful. So now we're going to be stamping and stamping again. And we're going to stamp again over there. Bring it down here. Stamp, stamp, stamp. I want to stamp off to fill that in. That's really pretty. Ooh, 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 ooh. We're going to do this to all of these. So I'm going to start here and move there, back down there. Start here, here, and here. Stamp off right there. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. So this one, let's see. We're going to stamp. Let me move these out of the way. Stamp and stamp. This is 1st, 2nd, 3rd generation stamping. And then a little extra just for a kick. 2, 3, 4. Just filling in. And I want a little darker there. I'm just adding texture and beautiful stuff with this. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Stamp off. 2 and 3. Let's see, we're gonna go dark 2, 3. Glorious, 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 glorious. Absolutely beautiful. Should have been glorious blue, I'm telling you. So next I told you we're gonna drag that delicata pad across some paper. So I'm gonna step those aside, bring in our boho blue embossed images. Now I will tell you, this is a very dry pad, but all I'm doing is brushing it across the top of this. You see that? And you can see it's really getting really quick, easy. You can also do it just like this. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Just brush it lightly across there. If it was a juicy pad, I'd have to use a sponge dauber. I wouldn't be able to do that. I think it would make quite a mess. So here we go with our 2 pebbled path pieces. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get ink all over me, guys. Pretty gorgeous silver ink. And oh my gosh, is that pretty. So just brushing that pad across the embossed images, giving it a little sparkle and shine. All right. We're cooking. This is awesome. So there's those. Now what else do I have? Well, I'm going to get some ink off of me if you guys don't mind. I don't want it to go all over my project. All right. You know what? We should probably go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and brush. Wasn't going to do that, but I think these need it. I'm going to take this pad and brush it across my trees before I cut them. Let me see if I like that. Oh my gosh, yes. Gorgeous. But remember, my pad is very, very dry when I'm doing this, okay? It needs a good re-inking after all this, so I'm not sure. Oh, just so pretty. So I'm going to show you how I got these to be like that. You guys, it's not that hard. So here's my 2 pieces. This is here. I'm simply going to glue it all down there. Now, if you have a silicone mat, you probably want to do it. I just want to look roughly. I think I used this one to this tree. So this tree to this tree, and I'm just going to run glue like so. Okay, Goober, you in there? You need to come out because I just cleaned this bottle out. Okay, I'm going to take it. I'm going to try to line this edge up with that edge and this edge up over there, and then I'm going to do it with good old trimming. So there's one edge. Beautiful. Rub it down. I will probably have, yep, a little glue there. That's okay. That's what my glass mat's for. Set that one aside. Let's do it one more time. So we're going to go along this edge. I'm going to squeeze this bottle out for a minute because that is really irksome. And you guys saw me in a video, I'm sure, where and I want to use my little glue bottle. I don't want to use the great big one. I filled it up with more glue and everything. Oh yeah, I could feel it in there. All right, let's try this now. Boy, that is not, sorry guys, I do apologize. I wonder if I took off another, ooh, look at this. That is really not good. No wonder why I couldn't get, wow, look at that. That was in my glue. No wonder why I wouldn't do anything up. I was like, are you kidding me? That is not coming out no matter what you try, lady. That was not going to go anywhere. Okay, big glue booger. There we go. Maybe. Much better. All right. wipe that off because that will definitely go everywhere. I'm just going to take this, try to line up my edges the best I can, and I know I'm going to have to trim it off, but there we go. So next, you can do one of two things. You can put this in a guillotine. I got a lot of extra glue there. Or you can snip it off. So me, I'm just going to snip. I'm going to line up that edge. My poor little bug is just bouncing off of stuff in my room here. So there's one. What piece is missing? That piece is missing some more glue. Let's get some more down there. Maybe I didn't quite give it a good rubbing to adhere it down there. Oh, let's get the guillotine out. Why not? Be faster instead of me like. So I'm going to line it up, hopefully. I don't cut it any shorter. Nope, a little bit more. Turn it. We're going to do this to the other one too, now that I can see the edge. Okay, there's one. Look, all done. Number 2. A little bit of my vanilla, but that's okay. That was much faster than doing it the other way. So let me put those in the recycle bin. And there's our 2 panels for one, and here's our other 2 panels. Now you should really make sure your music notes are going the right direction. We have our 2 embossing folders, which now we are going to glue these down into place. I'm trying to keep the little hole in place. All right, so what I'm going to do with these is, now that this has time to set, I'm going to bring this in. Put one there, one here, because these have a lot. Let me get my other little ones. I love these clips. Where's the other bunch? One. Gotta move the recycle bin out of the way to get to them. Alright. This is going to help it adhere unless you want to do other things. So let's leave that one in there for a minute. That one just, I think, needs more. There's more nooks and cranny in the embossing areas than this one. Do I have my notes going the right way? Very important to get your notes to go the right direction. So this one, I'm just going to bring that and let those sit like that. And this still needs one of these anyways. And it's going to be the larger one. It's going to get stamped. Let Heaven and Nature Sing, and that's going to be in black memento. So let's bring that out right there. I'm trying to keep it all in camera view. That can go to the side. So it's going to be this one. Voila, and it's beautiful. All right, set that aside, take a sip of water. I just thought of something. This is supposed to be like this. So I'm going to have to, because, well, you could write on it. We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. What I did is I just painstakingly, not really, I took sticky notes, little thin strips, and went along the edge with the stamp. So, but this will work too, because if you have a nice bold black like Sharpie to write on, that will work. So those are done, those are done, those are done. This is staying down, and it's up to our birdie birds. There's our branches, and I need, yeah, I need the blends. This is what I was waiting for to record this. I use the old, very old, that's one of my punches going clunk clunk. Where are my new colors? I just loaded them up. So we're going to bring in all of the new blend colors because I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to try. So here you go. You get to feast your eyes, right? So let's see. I know I'm going to do, let's look at my little bird. I want blue on here. I want some of the mauve, I think, for this area. Down here, we're going to use, I think, the wheat. And we're going to use the copper clay for the feet and the beak. So let's start with the feet and the beak. Not sure about the pebbled path, but let's go ahead. We're going to try one. I have a backup. If all else fails, I'll get out my old chalks and chalk it up. So I just want to start, I'm not sure. Ooh, I do like that. So I'm going to add some to his beak. Some to his talons. Ooh, that is so, so pretty. I'm not a colorist, okay? I don't do a lot of don't do a lot of this, guys. I'm not the best at coloring, but let's see what I can come up with. I'm gonna do some really light shading in the blue, in the wing, because I like that. This is my first go with the new colors. I want to go right there. Okay, so let's try now the light. That was the dark, and this is the boho blue. Let's see what we can do when we blend this. I'm going in little swirls. We want a really pretty, colorful little birdie. Little swirls, little swirls. Little swirls. Actually, it's really pretty. You could do him totally in the blue, and it would be absolutely beautiful. But I wanted him to be a multicolored birdie. So I really thought, I haven't seen what this one is. So look how, this is the light. Let's check it out first before I go. Let's see. Oh, I do like it. But do I want it? I wanted, you know, kind of, we're going for it. So we're going to not use the light. We're just going to go for it. If we don't like it, like I said, I have a backup, right? I have a backup. So I'm going to add this in here. Just where the artist gave us all that great areas to add shading to. Now we're going to take our light and go in swirls. And it's actually not coming out half bad. I'm a little worried when I stick that, maybe I should do pebbled path instead of the wild wheat on there. I'm not sure. Oh, really, really pretty. Really, really, really pretty. Now, am I going to ruin it? Who knows? Let's take a look at this pebbled path. To me, it reminds me of a deeper, darker shade of river rock, which I absolutely love. So it's that one or the pebbled path. And I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with my original instinct, and that was the wild wheat. This was using chalks and a Q-tip, and I do mean the old chalks. This is dark, so we're going to start with our dark, and we're going to add some dark around the eye, and we're just going to go squiggle, squiggle, squiggle over the areas where the artist gave us our shadings. So we're going to go on top of all that, adding another layer. Oh, definitely there. I'm going to go a little bit dark around there, around his little nose. And you see those little tufts right there? We want to highlight that. And then we're going to come in with our lights. And he is a party bird. Pretty bird. Who's a pretty bird? All right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. He's a pretty bird. Can you believe I think we got all of the colors on here. Copper clay, wild wheat, the moody mauve. Oh my goodness. He is a beautiful bird. Okay. We didn't even need the extra one. Set that aside. I am very happy. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, once upon a time Stampin' Up! Had 3 blendables, okay? This is the very light of Night of Navy because my balmy blue is all wore out. Do I want that color? Okay, I do. I'm going to come in here. I just want it to be a little different shade than what is on when I go around the outside of all of the edges. To me, this is going to make the bird pop, just this blue. I wish it was lighter. I wish it was the light balmy blue, but like I said, my balmy blue, I need a new, it's just sad that I have to buy a whole new set, but I do need, and that's going to be a while, guys. All right, that does make him really pop. Ooh, 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 ooh. So let's get our card going. Look at that bird. Look at, oh, yes, I love it when it comes out. I love when an idea comes out, and I had waited and waited till I got my in colors. So what I wanted to show you is when you do this box, here is my 1-inch seam. Make sure that you choose to have that towards the back. So that means if this is my back, this is my front part with the bird. And that is going to receive, there's my clips. I can put those back in my drawer. Thank you for your service. All right, this one, now that's a little warped. This, do I want it with the branches? No, that's going to go on the back. That's my back piece. I want the one with the snowflakes. That's what I did on the other one. Look at how pretty this is. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, are we still in there? I'm hoping really that I don't screw this video up. So I'm going to turn it this way, guys, so I can see it too, so I can line it up. And I know it's pebbled path on pebbled path, but it gives it a bit of dimension in that little embossing folder with that delicata, beautiful silvery ink is gorgeous. So that's the front or back, it's up to you, but this is my back. I'm going to put the branch boho blue with the pine boughs on the back side. Oh my gosh, you almost don't need anything else to go on that. It's so pretty. Oh, it is so, so pretty, but that is crooked, so we need to straighten that out a bit. Okay, so there's that. Now we have these 2 pieces, which that is our trees. So here we go. Don't let my stuff going nowhere. Wonder if another one of those giant gloobers are going to be in there. Just making sure it's all good. Yep, there was a bit of one. Don't want that on my card at all. Here's my towel. I'm surprised how much I do like. I tell you what, I loved that color, that shade of River Rock. And this Wild Wheat reminds me of what it would be like if it was a bit deeper in tone. I don't know why that it does that, but it just really does. That's where it got a little warped from my things. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So I said the snowflake is my front. So next is Let Heaven and Nature Sing. And this card is really going to have dimension on it. If I can find the dimensionals went bye-bye somewhere. Come on. Did I by chance stick them in there? Nope. But I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Not sure where they went to. Let me check one more time. Nope, nope. And that's a no. Negative Ghost Rider. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just use some more. Sure they'll show up somewhere. I am going to do just 3 because I don't need much. I want 1, 2, and 3. And I probably shouldn't have done that either, but I gotta show you guys how I did. Now, should I go around my branch in blue? Most definitely. This has got to be blue. I did blue to the other one. This has got to have that light night of navy around it, or it's not going to look right. So let's get this done. So I'm going to come here. I know they pulled these when they first did blends. They pulled them. And at that time when they were doing this, I was packing all of my stuff up and I frankly didn't care whether I got reimbursed or whatever because I wasn't stamping anymore. It was right after my brother had killed himself and I went into purgatory for 7 years. I tell people, I was in purgatory. Yeah, I've been there, seen that, done that. And I came out the other side that much stronger. Just that much stronger. Oh, please don't let that my dog hear Little Finn next door. They have a bark fest. He's a little Dotson hound dog, and she's a little bossy little chihuahua, a tiny tyrant. And she lets you know what's on her mind. So let's see, we need a little bit there. Just going along the edges. Usually when I do this, y'all, I stamp. Let me show you what I usually do with our sample. Usually when I outline something, I will go along it like this before I die cut it. But I had prepped this. See, it's just much easier. Sometimes I even go out like this. So I know that when I go to die cut it, I've got plenty of it. And to me, it just really makes, you know, a difference. And it depends, of course, if I'm doing white or whatever. Sometimes I do have white, but when I do outline it, I like to do it before I die cut it. I just didn't do that on these. So my birdie, I'm not going to use these greens. I decided against it, but I wanted to show you how, because you won't see what I really did here. And what I did do is I have one branch going like this, and I have the other like this. I have them crisscrossed. If I could get this to stay put. Only this one needs to be up like this. And the reason being is because you see his little foot, it looks like he is literally, this foot would be sitting in the air. So I wanted to ground that little foot on a branch. So that's why I did this. And this is almost the perfect spot to glue it down. So let's see, Can I glue that one down? I'm going to flip this one up. Yep, I can do that. So there's my one branch. Then I'm going to trim it off, guys. So there's that one. Now, because I don't want anything to move. Boy, I got a lot of glue coming out of that one. A lot of glue. So this one I'm going to pop up this way. Telling you what, if you don't have these little clips, you're missing out. So there's that one. Now I don't want all of that hanging out. I'm going to unclip it. Oh, the magnet came undone. I'm going to have to put some glue in there. So this one now needs some glue right here. Now I told you, this I'm keeping, this I'm not. So this is going to get trimmed off. Not that one. So this is going to come here. We're going to cut that off. And just making it smaller. I want to take that bit of blue out of there. I just want you to see that. And right about there is going to be perfect. So now my little bird, his little foot isn't going to be hanging in the air. He's going to be, oh, I didn't put it up far enough. Look what I did. Okay. What am I going to do about that, guys? I didn't think about that. Let's take this off. I got to redo this. That will get, it's got to be okay, little birdie. But you got to come down. I should have realized. Big time down. So we got to make sure bird here, who's going to be up on dimensionals, his head is just going to be like there. So this branch has got to be here. This one, which is going behind this one, because I had it perfect. Let's see how that's going to do. Nope, I need this one almost right down at the bottom. And then I think he's going to sit. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So let's glue these back down, okay? Let's try again. There's that bit. This bit right there. At the very end. Show you. The very end. And we're going to cross them here with a little bit of glue. And I'm going to clean up this bit right there. And now we got ourselves a tree branch. And I need a couple of dimensionals for said bird to sit right on his branch. So one there, because the rest of him is going to hang off. So 2 is going to do just fine. My multicolored, beautiful songbird for Christmas. Oh, so pretty. Look at his branch. See now his little feet. His little feet are grounded. They're not like flying out in space somewhere, but I need to touch this up. Touch-ups. All right, now we have that out of the way, that out of the way. Now we can put these on the right one. Right there. Right there. Just had to do a little emergency surgery on him. And I really like it without the greenery. I think that is beautiful. Oh my gosh, he's gorgeous. So where's my other piece? Going right here. And I don't think I want this one up on dimensional. This is the one you're going to write on. Your message. And I would write on it before you stuck it onto all that embossing. But look at that, how pretty it is. Oh my gosh, he's so gorgeous. Okay, okay, Alice, you gotta step back and let me show you our sample. Oh, I didn't do an envelope. Should I do an envelope? This is not one I would really put in. I would hand deliver this. I don't think. Do I put it in an envelope? Do I not put it in an envelope? Yeah, I guess we could do an envelope. The envelope box, though, is missing. Where that's a DSP in colors. A4 envelopes. Yep. Sorry, guys. I was getting into stuff here. So this is done in very vanilla. That we're going to give ourselves a very vanilla card. And this is going to be really, really simple. What do? Let's give ourselves a branch. Where's early espresso? Not a whole lot of a branch. Just a bit of a branch. Bring this in. There's one. And I'm going to do one here. On this side, just a little bit. I like that very much. And we need our boho blue to come back to life for us. So boho blue. We're going to stamp, stamp, stamp. Ooh. And a little dark stuff there. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And a little bit more. And then I should have blended it first already. I really should have. But let's grab that blender pen. And we're going to blend in and make our branch got more color and depth to it. So, yes. Carry our theme all the way through our gorgeous card. And look at this. It's going to fit in there, guys. It's going to fit in here just fine, even with his little wing, you know, hanging off the edge. I should probably do it this way. But I do want to show you it will fit. All of that great work will fit into a beautiful envelope for whomever you wish to give it to. And of course, I have ink on me. No surprise there, huh, everybody? No surprise that I got ink on me. It's just the way I roll. So, anyway, so this is the card we just created. Absolutely beautiful, okay? This was my sample. And this was a sample of what you could do if you didn't have the Perched in a Tree or Aspen dies. So it is really up to you. They fold flat. They're each in their own right absolutely gorgeous. And yes, I'm going to put a rhinestone there, just not right now. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I want to tell you how much I appreciate all of your tremendous support, how much I love your comments, and I'm going to put a little thing out there. Several years ago, I did a Christmas card exchange, and it was not a card swap. A Christmas card exchange is where you physically send your cards to every person on the list. So if any of you guys are interested, as this is July, I'm gonna just give you a heads up, probably, let's see, July, August, September. I'm gonna start taking names and addresses for the Christmas card exchange for 2023. If you're going to participate, I will need your name and address no later than October 31st. And all cards must be mailed out by December 1st. And I do need to know if you're willing to mail cards internationally. I personally do. There are certain stamps. If you're in the United States, you just purchase an international stamp and you can mail things. So if you do not wish to mail outside the United States, please let me know so that I don't give you a name when I give you the list of names who are participating, that I don't give you one of those that are outside the United States. So just a heads up. Anyways, thank you guys for everything you do. I love, love, love the comments. I just do. I love it. It's the best part of my day. It inspires me. So I can't thank you enough. More than anything, come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.